Today we review the Souke Sports cycling kit. Hello legends and super legends, welcome to Veloharmony. In today's review, the channel is doing a collaboration with Souke Sports, and they sent the channel a sampling of their jersey, one of the top of the line jerseys they make, and then their low level short, but they felt like I would appreciate it because I gave them specific instructions on the style of clothing I prefer, and I wanted to introduce this to you all. I will put description and links in the description of this video so that you can use the different codes they allowed me to set up to where we can get discounts and so forth for those of you who would want to get a sample of the kit. They're very close to the quality of La Passion in my opinion, but their pricing is also very competitive and they have sales and different things. So I figure it would be a nice range for the channel to present to everybody because we have brought Rafa, Assos and other things. So now it's, and then La Passion, and then we brought other things from Eastern Europe. So this is a new vendor that has an office in London and then they produce the clothes in China, but the quality is up there. And so I want to go ahead and start with the short. I'm opening it for the first time. I looked at it when it came in, but I have not tried them on. So I basically gave her my measurements and told her that I like my garments to fit skin tight, and she sent these sizes. So don't pay too much attention to the size itself, but you need to focus more on the ranges and the measurements you have and where they fall into, because their ranges are different than what we've been accustomed to. So this short is an XL, I believe, because I think the jersey is a double XL. So, and the sizing was done on the waist and the body weight that I gave them. And the size guide is very, very correct, but their lettering, their ranges are off because what they call double XL is almost like a Castelli kind of sizing here. That's the best way I can put it. But I picked this because she said it would fit as tight as I like my stuff, and then I told her I'm a pretty tall guy. I like the leg length long. So even though this is their base level short, it fits really well. Before I put it on, I want to just show you the chamois. I'll turn it inside out. It's an all-weather short. It's not for any particular, not for cold or whatever, just all year. And they use a chamois that's similar to what Castelli uses when you look at the design. So I really liked when it came. I haven't tried that on, and I really like the way it looked. You can see the range here. They've got like a split built in. And so it's almost, even though it's not separate, it's almost like the pads that are out there, similar to what La Passion uses. But when you put them on, they're supposed to kind of support you where you need it, meaning your sit bones. And you can see that they're separated in the design. So it's a good quality pad. It's not very thick. It's about the thickness of the Rafa Pro Team and just a little thicker than La Passion from what I've experienced. The leg gripper I really like. It's similar to the Rafa Pro Team. This is almost 2 inches of just small little, they feel like just pebbles on there. Very soft silicone gripper that supposedly will keep this in place. The short has different kinds of Lycra. Let me turn it the other way and see if I can show you the perforations. So this is very breathable. The back of the short, right here, I'm hoping I can get enough light to where you'll be able to see that this has little bit of ventilation in there. You can kind of see through. Then this part of the short down here that you sit on is solid Lycra. They've got the little reflective band, which is a good size, placed very well. This is a good spot to put them. On the front is also solid Lycra, but then what they did was on the side here of your leg, which is here, they've got partially ventilated seams that comes down from the side to the front. So you've got a lot of breathability built into the short. So I'm going to go ahead and put it on. We'll see what it looks like. Okay, I've got the short on. Fits really well. This is what I do with all my shorts. When I put them on, because my thighs are big, that's why she picked this one for me. I do this. I put my hand under the seam and let it settle. Or sometimes I'll grab this and pull it up. I didn't need to do it with this one because it fits really well, but I do this to let it just feel like it's not out of place. Same thing here. The band, this entire band has those little grippers that I showed you, like dimples on a golf ball. And the entire thing keeps it in place. And it's a part of the fabric. So it's not like they added just individual bands of silicone. It's like they just dropped little pebbles on the entire thing all around. So it stays in place all around. It feels really good. It's nice and snug, a little compressive, but not uncomfortable. I really like the fit. It's similar to the fit that when I did the Asos Millie GT, the Callium Blue. It has that kind of a full cut feel. And I guess that's why she picked this one for me, because I told her that my legs are big, and they use the measurements of your thighs as well. It's all on their size chart. So this is what I was talking about in the front. This is like a ventilated lycra from the front here, and it opens wider to the side. So you got a lot of ventilation going on. And right here is regular lycra. Then the back is ventilated with that same fabric. It's on both legs. And they have the name Souke. I will put the link in the description, as I mentioned earlier, so you guys can check them out. But I really like the fit. The band fits my shoulder really well. It's not very tight. It's just nice and elastic. So she picked the right size. I really like the cut and the sizing, because sometimes a lot of double XL, you have a lot of excess fabric in the loop here. This thing is grabbing me just right, so it sits in place. And you can see how it looks. I love the length of the legs. So I hate for shorts to stop way up here. So it's nice and long, So the inseam is also on their size chart. Now, what I want to do before we get too far along, I want to introduce you to the jersey. I got to pick the color I wanted and whatever, and she just picked the style. So, of course, I like orange, and they had this jersey in that they have a lot of other color schemes that you can pick from. I will put the link to this specific kit that I'm doing a video for in the description as well. They have their name on the neck of the jersey right there, very subtle. They have similar dots on the pocket that almost close, pretty much like La Passion does, but that's a reflective listing of these dots, similar to the La Passion styling there. The jersey on the side is ventilated. This is a different fabric on the entire side, because this is where you really heat up when you're riding. There's no wind hitting that area under your pits. They're on both sides. They have that different lycra fabric. The lycra itself is very light. I believe it's elastane and polyester combination. Let's see if they have it on here. They say, customize your non-conformism. Customization is our DNA. So they offer custom kits as well. Non-conformist everywhere, every day. We've got that on there. So LC Worldwide Limited. So it's a worldwide company. They have offices all over the globe pretty much. The people I are dealing with is in their marketing department, and they were very easy to deal with. We did everything via email. The zipper is a YKK zipper. It has a rubber band on here. I'm going to just peel this off. They covered it to protect it because it's very soft. It's like a soft rubber. I mean, not malleable, but it protects the zipper. The good thing about having a rubberized tip there is when you are riding, you don't want anything that will chafe you. Like when you come up to your neck like that, you fold that down, and it pretty much is out of the way. But the biggest thing is that when you're wearing gloves or something and you want to grab this is very easy to grab. That rubber, it has a nice grippy feel, and just, it's soft but firm. And you can the zipper is very easy to put on. I'm going to go ahead and put it on and test it, because my pet peeve is I've got to be able to open the jersey and adjust the ventilation with one hand. There's the Souke brand emblem on the, that's a nice styling there. I really like the way it looks. That's nice. It's not gaudy at all. The lycra here, with the elastine they put in there feels lightweight. It feels a little lighter than the midweight jerseys that some of the top vendors have. So this jersey is really for most of the year. You could wear this in the summer, and you could layer it and wear it when in the spring and fall and so forth. And this is what I was talking about. If I can't do this with a cycling jersey, the jersey is not going to be something that I'm going to be looking forward to riding with. Because when you're riding, a lot of times you want to be able to just do that and bring it down like that with one hand and without the zipper catching. A lot of them are doing that. The top guys are using what they call YKK zipper. I think it's just a brand wherever they all get the zipper short. It's a good design, so I really like that. You can see from the fit, I believe this was a double XL according to their chart. All I did was I gave her my chest size, which is about almost 40.5 centimeters or something like that. 40.5 inches and about probably 96 centimeters or something like that. So once I gave her my measurement, I told her that I like the jersey to be skin tight. And you can see when I pull it, it snaps back. That's the way I like my jersey to fit. This is very stretchy. So you want to pick, like you want to be at the top of the range. If you want it to be a little looser, then you can look forward to being maybe at the bottom of the range, and that way the jersey will fit like a club fit, this particular style, So I love the color scheme here. You can see, I believe they have, those are the 3 reflectors on the bottom and the middle pocket. I'm going to load the pockets like I always do, because I carry a lot of stuff, and let's see what it holds. So I'm going to put my trusty essentials kit, basically my wallet with multi-tool and so forth in there. And then my pump in the same pocket. It fit nicely. The jersey is nice and stretchy. So this pocket, I can put other stuff in here as well, and you can see it. I like that. And when I'm done, one thing I did not check was whether they reinforce the pockets. Because that's a requirement for me, because I load these things beyond what they expect. And what I'm testing now is whether there's going to be a lot of movement with stuff in there. From the feel of it, no. There's a huge band right here. And the jerseys that have these bands, as you load them, this band for some reason just draws up. And that's how your pocket lifts up. So when you're on the bike, it's up like that. And then as you use it and it empties, it goes down. So with that band in there, it is solid. And it's sitting right on my little bone right there where the hip meets your back. That's where you want it to be. That's really nice. I like that. So there's no movement. The material's nice and firm. So yeah, and they've got those 3 reflectors right there. I just saw that in the front. It's kind of a weird spot to put it, but I guess if you're in a cycling position, maybe a light would hit that. I don't know. I think that when you're like this, yeah, it's still somewhat, but more of a styling point than safety. I'd probably put that somewhere else. So this is the Souke Sports. This is like the top of the line. They're having a sale. This is the top of the line jersey. They got different color schemes and different styles that you can get to do custom jerseys as well. And maybe we'll get more kit from them as we continue in this collaboration. As I stand here, the padding feels like I expected. If you can see, the padding is very small, very similar to the Pro Team. You don't have it all the way up here like you're wearing a diaper. The padding is right here where you need it. So the sizing of the pads are correct. There's a lot of vendors that make these things and they put these huge pads in there which extend beyond where you need it. This is not the case. So this looks like it's going to be for some serious riding. So I will take it out on our longest rides and see how it holds up. I really like the way it feels. Very comfortable. I'm going to take the jersey off as I end this review and just look to see if the pockets are reinforced. And they are. Okay, I didn't check that before. But you can see this is very important. What the stitching is right there. You see that band they put there? That is important because if they're not reinforced, what ends up happening as you use the pockets more and more, this fabric ends up tearing. But by them putting the reinforcement there like that, it basically spreads the weight across that additional fabric that it added so that this fabric does not take the load and does not tear. Because that's what happens, even regardless if it takes a long time. It will eventually happen if they're not reinforced. So I look for that all the time. And they also did something that I like on the end here. It's going to be hard to see maybe. Let me get it really close. Right there, that's reinforced. If you look at the seam, as it gets up here, it gets thicker. Right here, there's about maybe a centimeter. Right there, that's thicker than the rest of these. You can see it. So yes, so that's where the pocket meets the edge of the jersey. So yes, that is nice. And the jersey is easy to wear. You can see the arms are long, but it's easy to come off, easy to go on. It slips on like a glove, and it just feels soft, almost like silk. I will look up the combination of this jersey and put it on the screen during post-production because I love the feel. It feels almost like a silk jersey. It's not a flimsy lycra. And then on the arm, they have these little bands right there. That's what you're hearing. There's an elastic band going around the arm. It's probably 5 millimeters thick, but it keeps the arm in place without making it hard to get on or off. It sucks into place and it just holds its position. All right, legends. I'm on the road with these shorts. I'm trying not to run into this mailman. So, these shorts have the right pad. That's the reason I'm filming on the road. The pads disappear. You don't really feel that you've got anything there, which is perfect because you should just forget your pads, and that's how they feel. So you can come around on a ride. Why don't you get it from the back? All right. Different angles, yeah. And then we'll do some more in Cimarron. Let's go straight. All right. Yeah. That's it, my brother. Very good quality kit. Mm-hmm. Very affordable. Hit the mark. You know I picked my color.
Yep. Looks nice, man.
Feels good. See how the pockets? I got it loaded, I got my phone and everything in it. Feels good, my brother.
Yep.
When you're standing with the pads,
yeah,
they don't feel that great. When you get on the bike,
yes,
they disappear. It looks just like that Progetto 210. And it's the same color, red. Probably made by the same vendor. What do you think? That's good, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, we don't need too much. That's good.
Yep.
Excellent. So they've got a winner here. We're going to try to get more copies. Get them to send other copies to introduce to you guys. Yeah, I'm very impressed with this, and I'm hoping that we get more kit from them as we continue our collaboration. So check out the Souke Sports website. The link will be down there, and see what they have because They're making some nice kit at very reasonable prices. To that effect, let nothing stop you from getting your page in.